What is that thing that's going to make a man to take a decision that even if he has to live this life, he doesn't want to live like a human being. He wants to live like a dragon. And he has taken this decision to metamorphose himself from a man to a woman and a woman to a dragon, that he has implanted 18 horns on his head, which cost him $80,000. You see around his eye, that is the periorbital area, he tattooed it into black. The sclera, the white part of his eye, he painted it to green, removed his nose just to be like the reptile, that is the snake that was his friend when he was in the country home, and reshaped it. He chopped off his ears with the same reason that snakes do not have ears. He now came to his teeth, removed all his teeth and left only 6, just like the one like a dragon, and split his tongue into 2, just like a snake, and covered his whole body with tattoo, only for a reason best known, that he doesn't want to be a human being. He wants to be a beast, because human beings are just slightly lower than a beast. This was the story of Richard Hernandez, who metamorphosed himself from Richard into Tiamat Legion Medusa. What made him to take this decision, you are going to ask? Because he felt disappointed as a child when his mother remarried and he was being maltreated by his stepfather in Texas in USA. Every part of his life was filled with sadness, and he had to control himself until he went to the woods and lived there with the snake. That was why he was doing that to his ears and his tongue. And at the age of 18, he left the country home of Texas and moved to Houston, where he started seeing skyscrapers. And he was so overtaken by what he saw that he started feeling dizzy. And someone approached him and told him he was going to help him. Thinking that he was safe with this stranger, he went in with this stranger. And at night, this person that picked him from the road and his friend assaulted him sexually. He had to pick the pieces of his life together, because since when he was born, he had been disappointed. And he was so lucky he got a job in a bank as a clerk. And within 15 years of working in a bank, he rose to the vice president of the bank, until he was diagnosed with HIV positive when he was 49 years old. And he felt disappointed. A very hard-working man, he started taking leave of absence from work until it affected him. And because he needed treatment for the HIV positive and he had to pull out from the work and face the treatment, he almost died during the treatment. And that was when he made a decision that I don't want to die as a human being, because human beings are beasts, and he started transforming his life. Before he started this transformation, he had a son. And at the age of 16, his son, who could not hold his father being like this, actually disowned him. But it has never deterred him from doing what he has been doing. Because even while working in a bank, he had 79 piercings on his face. Anytime he was going to work, he was going to remove the rings. And by the time he came back from work, he would just put them back. But as soon as he left the bank work, he almost died during the HIV treatment. He metamorphosed to what we are seeing, to a beast. And you think he has ended there? No. He said he's still going to continue to do this transformation until the point of death. And the worst thing he did to himself is that he castrated himself. He removed his testes because he doesn't want to be a man. He is neither a man or a woman, because you see, he has a breast that is naturally enlarged because of hormone. And by the time he removed his male organ, that will make him to be more like the beast that he wants to be. Neither a man, neither a woman, and neither a human being. That is what Richard has turned himself to, and is now a legion. He was now even asked, of all these things you have on your body, what are the disadvantages? He said, you see his ears, he doesn't have earlobe, that sounds are so audible that he has to close his ears when people scream. And that his nose, he can't even perceive well. And you see his teeth, he has only 6 teeth. He could only suck on food. He doesn't have teeth to even chew. And he's even planning to remove the remaining 6 and implant the dragon teeth to it, so that he will look like a dragon. Because he was disappointed as a child, and someone took advantage of him and made him to be like this. Richard is no longer Richard, but is now Tiamat Legion Medusa. Guys, is he worth it to go through this transformation because he felt disappointed? He was asked if he has any regret. He said, no, I don't have any regret, because if you want to go on this journey of transformation that you know does not have any reverse, you don't have to regret anything. That is the story of Richard that has now turned himself to a dragon. A lot of things are happening in this world. Check this guy out and let me know what you think in the comment section.